Have you ever struggled with a text area that just won't cooperate, especially when it comes to padding? It can be incredibly frustrating, right? If you're facing issues with top padding not working on a scrolling text area, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to solve this problem together. I completely understand how annoying it is when you try to style something and it just doesn't behave as expected. You're definitely not alone in this. Many developers encounter similar issues with CSS and text areas. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. A user recently asked, "Why is my top padding not working on my scrolling text area?" They provided some HTML and CSS code, and it seems like the padding disappears when the scroll bar appears. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this and find a solution. So what could be causing this issue? When a scroll bar appears, it can sometimes affect the way padding is rendered in a text area. This is a common quirk in CSS that many developers face. Let's break it down step by step. And stick around. I have a great tip at the end that will help you manage padding in text areas more effectively. To address the issue of padding not working in the text area when the scroll bar appears, the user should first check the CSS properties applied to the text area. Specifically, we need to ensure that the box sizing property is set correctly. Next, the user should adjust the padding and height of the text area. By setting a specific height and ensuring the padding is applied correctly, we can maintain the desired appearance even when the scroll bar is present. Additionally, the user may want to consider using the overflow property. Setting it to auto will allow the scroll bar to appear only when necessary, which can help maintain the padding effect. Finally, the user should test the changes in a browser to ensure that the padding is now functioning as expected. They can adjust the height and padding values further if needed. Fun fact, did you know that the first text areas in web design were just plain text fields? We've come a long way with styling options, but sometimes the simplest things can trip us up. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests adding a class called outer to the form group div. This approach allows you to create a container that simulates the text area's padding. Remember to set a specific width for the text area, which will only expand vertically. In this solution, the text area is styled with no border or outline, and the outer class provides padding and a border. This way, the padding appears to work correctly even when the scroll bar is present. That's all on that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution suggests using a top border instead of padding to keep the text area content from hiding behind the label. This method allows you to maintain the appearance of padding while ensuring the label remains visible. This approach also allows for resizing the text area both vertically and horizontally, ensuring flexibility in design. Here's the tip I promised. Always test your CSS changes in different browsers. Sometimes rendering can vary, and what works in one browser might not work in another. And there you have it. With these adjustments, your text area should maintain its top padding even when the scroll bar appears. Remember, CSS can be tricky, but with a little patience, you can solve these issues. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.